Let's talk about Power Desires.
Again.
They shouldn't have made it secret rare, but I know. TCG players be like,
ooh, a card that says draw 2 on it with no cost.
banish top 10 cards of your deck face down.
Ass first.
You say that's not a cost. A cost is an action that must be performed in order to activate a card or effect to perform another action or keep a card on the field. The cost is usually followed by some form of punctuation to indicate where the cost ends and the effect begins.
What else?
Pot of Greed says, draw 2 cards. No cost there. Pot of Desire states, banish 10 cards from the top of your deck face down.
Ass first.
If you don't have 10 cards in your deck to banish, you can activate Desires. That means it's a cost, you motherfuckers. Despite my initial reservation about banishing 10 fucking cards face down, I messed around with Power Desires a little bit.
Sacrilege.
I still don't like banishing 10, but you can play it in Everything.
Everything. Everything.
Because it lets you draw 2 cards. Doesn't give up any phases, no summons, nothing. Desires just says banish 10.
Yay!
This is the pertinent
Question.
Are you willing to lose 10 cards just to draw 2?
Let's talk about it.
Sometimes you'll never see it, which defeats the whole fucking point of playing the card if you never got a chance to play it. And other times you'll see it way too motherfucking much. And it really
Motherfucking
sucks when you draw Desires off Desires.
oh shit, it's this motherfucker.
The first name for this was Cupidity, which was quite appropriate considering what the card does.
Damn so.
Extreme greed for material wealth.
This translates so well into Yu-Gi, they probably knew that, and that's why they renamed it Desires and bumped it up to Secret Rare.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
I don't mean any disrespect to those motherfuckers that decided to take a mathematical approach, but
Get the fuck out of here.
I know this. When I see this card, the first thing I see is banish 10. I play 40 cards in all my decks. If I go first, I start with 35 in deck. If I play 1 Desires, I'll have 23 cards left. Where the cards end up in the deck is anyone's guess, and it is possible that you can banish 10 useless cards and draw into some great shit. But seriously?
That's a reach.
Me personally, I make calculated decisions, more so now that I'm older.
And what the fuck that mean?
Fuck Pot of Desires.
One more thing.
If you spent the cash on 3 Pot of Desires and you play 3 Pot of Desires in the deck, I think we know what your cause of death will be. Cupidity.
That's all I have to say about that.
Thanks for watching. If you would like to
Help me. Help me. Nigga.
pay rent, make that motherfucker zero. All I ask for is literally second Ultra Data clicking some amount fucking advertisements. Thank you in advance. It's much appreciated and gratizzle. Do you believe in formats that are pay to play are better for the game, or formats where the best deck is relatively cheap are better? Better is a subjective term. I don't think either one's better than the other. Pay to play makes it so people are more likely to keep that deck because they paid to play it. Assuming those players keep playing the deck for a relatively long period, other players get enough time to learn how to deal with it. Relatively cheap means more people can get the deck. That doesn't mean they'll even be good with the shit. And there's a higher chance that one goes on to something else. And if they do that, they might not even learn the last deck. So there's that dichotomy. There's obviously other variables involved, but I'm assuming you understand what the fuck I'm saying. Which one do you think draws more people into playing that said format? Cheaper plus more accessible plus top tier shit equals more people in quantity. Which I guess is good for event attendance, but not exactly good for the overall player pool. How do you feel about religious intolerance, people forcing their beliefs on others? Indoctrination. Yeah. It's a form of brainwashing those that are lost or don't know any different. I don't agree with it, obviously. It'll hold more water to me if they didn't recruit using these underhanded methods. Just give them the information objectively. And if they come back knowing the truth, then fine. But the human mind is fragile, it's easy to influence. You just need strength in numbers and a seemingly overwhelming presence. Life is much easier when you're bound by religion. It gives you a sense of belonging and purpose, which is what we all want as human beings. It also takes away accountability, so you can just place your fuck-ups and shortcomings with somebody else. Must be nice to live like that.